Welcome in along with Mike Renner. I'm Cole Brown. Today talking about our Florida Weekly Breakdown brought to you by Eckrich, the official smoked sausage of the Florida Gators. Mike, Florida had a nice bounce back win over Colorado State, 48-10. Who were some key players on offense? Yeah, JaJuan Taylor, we've talked about him a lot, the right tackle, true sophomore. He was the best offensive player on the field this past weekend. 86.8 overall grade, didn't allow a single pressure in pass protection. This guy could be a star for them someday. Last week we talked about the staple of running backs, how they've been performing pretty well. How did they perform in week 3? Yeah, unfortunately no more Malik Davis at this point. He's injured, but LaMichael P. Ryan, fantastic game, 76.4 rushing grade. Only 8 carries, but he had 33 yards after contact on those 8 carries, and they kind of spread the ball around. They gave the ball a bunch of handoffs to a bunch of different running backs. Jordan Scarlett impressed as well. On his 6 attempts, he broke 3 tackles. So the running backs, they were great, and we said some of the wide receivers had to start making some plays downfield. Van Jefferson, 2 explosive plays, had that beautiful double move on the right side. So checked a lot of boxes that you wanted to see offensively this week. Moving along to the defensive side of the ball, they got after the quarterback last week. 5 sacks. Who stood out to you? Yeah, if you watched our video last week, we said if the pass rush wasn't going to come alive this week, it was never coming alive. Colorado State offensive line, incredibly weak, and they took advantage of it. Ja'Kai Polite, 2 sacks, 4 other hurries, and then Jabari Zuniga, 2 sacks, 2 hits in 1 hurry. Both had pass rushing grades over 90. Both looked outstanding. That's the key going forward. You go into SEC play and you don't have a pass rush, you're not getting after some of these quarterbacks, you're going to be in trouble. They need those guys to sort of build that momentum, get them going for the rest of the year.
The $1 Million Challenge is headed to Gainesville this year for the LSU-Florida game. Oh, nothing like a game in the swamp.
I'd step out on that field in front of all those crazy Gators and I'd throw a laser.
Imagine that crowd going crazy. Marty, Marty.
Would either of y'all ever put your head in a Gator's mouth? I'd do it for $1 million.
It'd mess up your hair, though.
Enter at EckridgeFootball.com for your chance to win $1 million in the Florida LSU game.
Nope. Wouldn't move an inch.
Looking ahead now to next week, they play the Tennessee Volunteers at Tennessee, team that's 2-1, but they've had their own struggles as well. What do they need to do to get that victory? Yeah, we talked about Florida's struggle to rush the passer. Tennessee has probably been even worse at that, and you saw that Will Grier pulled them apart week 1. They've only had 12 pressures per game on average. Their 58.7 team pass rushing grade is the 2nd worst in the SEC. So if Felipe Franks is going to have a game, he should have some time this week, so hopefully he puts it all together. Hopefully this is the week he's going to go off if he does, because he should not be under too much pressure there. Taking a look now at the other side of the ball, Tennessee's quarterback, Jarrett Garantano, how do you expect him to play? He's been very efficient so far. They haven't asked a lot of him. It's been a very run-first offense there for Tennessee, but when he has had to throw the ball, he's been very accurate. 87.6 overall grade. That trails only Tua Tagovailoa there from Alabama in the SEC play. But I mentioned, still a run-first offense, so they're going to have to stop the run first, but when they do pass, they'll have to have someone else besides C.J. Henderson step up. Henderson's been fantastic. He's allowed only 27 yards this year for Florida, but someone else needs to step up and make plays there on the outside. It's definitely going to be a big game. Looking forward to it. That wraps up our Florida Weekly Breakdown, brought to you by Eckrich, the official smoked sausage of the Florida Gators. Don't forget to pick up your Eckrich smoked sausage at your local grocery store for this weekend's tailgate or home gate party, and make sure to visit EckridgeFootball.com for great game day recipes and to enter the season-long $1 Million Challenge.